Good evening. This is Lance Johns. I wanted to talk about the Bellagio sale. It was in the paper yesterday. It says Bellagio sale may be strip history. The price of 4 billion, possibly the biggest sale for Las Vegas resort. Okay, so the Bellagio was developed more than 20 years ago. And when it was developed at that time, it was the world's most expensive hotel ever built. But when it sold for 4 billion last week, the deal by all appearances is the most expensive sale ever for a Las Vegas resort. Um, let's see. CBRE Group broker Michael Purse, a hotel casino specialist, he said he said that the largest single trade in the history of the Strip. The Bellagio owner at MGM Resorts International announced October 15th that deal with New York financial giant the Blackstone Group that calls that joint venture that will acquire the Bellagio real estate, and they're going to lease it back to the MGM for $245 a year. MGM will receive 5% ownership stake in the joint venture and around 4.2 billion in cash. The casino operator said the deal is expected to close this quarter. Known for its outdoor fountain show and a crowd of tourists who gather to watch the Bellagio is a top moneymaker for the MGM, and its sale price dwarfs other high-priced hotel casinos deals in Las Vegas. The closest competitor, um, the closest competitor is the 1.73 billion purchase in 2014 of the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. The Cosmo is also owned by Blackstone, which has been on a real estate. One second. Yeah, they've been on a real estate buying binge in South Nevada for years. The MGM did not respond to a request Monday to confirm whether the Bellagio deal is the most lucrative ever. Parks noted that other hotel casino deals for the Bellagio magnitude were corporate buyouts involving multiple properties. The Bellagio, however, is a trophy resort and one of the best performing properties on the Strip. It generated more than 405 million operating income last year, and by far the highest among the MGM Las Vegas properties, according to the securities filing. Mike Mixer, executive managing director of the brokerage firm Colliers International Las Vegas office, said it's hard to find something that trade higher in Las Vegas than the Bellagio. Real estate rumors have always buzzed around Las Vegas, including the chatter that mega resorts are for sale, but Mixer had believed the Bellagio had been on demon past a more sacred asset that would be one of the last to sell because of the importance of MGM. Still, industrial analyst David Katz of Jefferies said that they were expecting the MG would set a probability to given changes at the company. We had to imagine they was not going to sell something small. The Bellagio on Las Vegas Boulevard Flamingo features more than 3,900 rooms, 155,000 square feet of casino space, and sits on 77 acres of land. It opened in 1998. It cost around 1.6 billion to develop, and was required by 2000. It was acquired by the MGM in 2000 as part of a 4.4 billion buyout of casino developer Steve Wynn company Mirage Resorts. The Bellagio was part of the Wynn Corporation, but the Mirage was too. But they both got sold to MGM, and now the MGM is selling the Bellagio, but they, they're going to lease it. I mean, they're leasing it back to MGM, so I don't know if MGM is going to buy it back but I know that they're going to have a small percentage of ownership in it. So they're still going to own it a little bit, but majority is going to be owned by Blackstone. But last week, the MGM announced that the Bellagio deal with its men's wear after it was selling Circus to the Treasure Island owner Phil Ruffin. Jim Murray, MGM chairman and CEO, said in an interview last week that when he sells, MGM can reduce debt and redeploy capital to higher return investments, such as its pursuit of a project in Japan, sporting betting, and non-gaming entertainment. And the company is moving towards a more nimble asset high operation. But their plan for 2020, they have eliminated more than 1,000 jobs as they're trying to cut back. So basically, let's look at this little graph right here. So basically, this is like real estate, I guess, purchases. Bellagio had 4.2 million, Circus 8.25 million, Rio 5.6 million, Palms 312 million, Alante Hotel 380 million, Tropicana 360 million, Treasure Island 775 million, New Frontier 1.2 million, the Cosmo Las Vegas 214. No, in 2014, 173 million. But I know the MGM used to own Treasure Island, but they sold it. They sold that too. So basically, the right side of Lafayette Boulevard going southbound, they own all the hotels except for the Caesars and Cosmos. So that whole side from Spring Mountain to what's that street? The Four Seasons. Basically, the whole side was MGM with exception of Caesars and Cosmo. So that they're giving up the Bellagio, and they're giving up Circus, which is down that way. So they basically own, with the exception of the properties that's not casino related, they basically own that whole side, with the exception of the Cosmo, and they gave up them two hotels, those three hotels. They gave up Circus. They gave up the Bellagio, and they gave up the Treasure Island. And then the other side, they dominated. The other side, they only dominate the MGM, because the right side going northbound is Caesars, and the Venetian and Wynn. And Tropicana, yeah, it's that side. Okay. So basically, this is it. The Bellagio is gonna be a big sale, and they're gonna own a small percentage of the Bellagio, but mostly Blackstone's gonna own it. But basically, that's it. Yeah, y'all know who. God damn it. Excuse my language. Well, my opinion, I think that's a negative Ghost Rider that's selling it. They should have sold something else. But that's them. They want to sell it. They want to bring money into the company. And y'all know who the fuck it was that did this story, Les Johns. My shout out to Dustin and Gio. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Have a good night. And like, share, subscribe. Peace.